Okay, there are open questions for variables and primitive types. So let's get started. First question, what is variable and how it is stored in computer memory? Variable is a named container, that stores a value in binary format in a computer memory. And second question, explain a difference between declaration and initialization of variable. So when we speak about declaration of variable, so when we declare a variable, we create a variable and given it a name. So during declaration, we define type of variable and maybe access modifiers, type of variable, and given a name. And while and initialization is an assigning a value to a variable for the first time. And actually we can make this action separately. So first we can declare a variable and then later assign some value, so initialize a variable, but also we can perform all this in one line, like creating variable and immediately initialize it. Next question. What are the number systems and which one is used by a computer for data storage? Okay, not data system, number system. Number system is a way of representing numbers, and based on how many numbers we are using. Of course, the number system all of us most familiar with is a decimal number system we are using. We use it everywhere in our life. It's decimal because it uses 10 digits from 0 to 9 to represent all other numbers. And also I can say the second important number system is a binary number system, which, that is obvious, consists of two numbers, 0 and 1. And this is exactly a number system which is used by a computer to store all our data. So all our data, no matter in what number system or in what format it was initially represented, it is converted to a binary format to be stored. Next question. How many primitive data types are in Java, and can you name them? We have 8 primitive data types in Java. So first, I can say block is a block of integer data types. It includes 4 data types. Let me list them, starting from the smallest one and finish by biggest one. So the smallest one is a byte, and actually the memory allocated for this type is 1 byte, it's obvious. And the second one is a short, and the computer allocates 2 bytes to store variable of this data type. And the second one is most popular, I can say, is int, and we have 4 bytes to store int variable. And the longest integer data type is a long, which allows to store integers of 8 bytes. Okay, and the second block is a floating point numbers. We have two data types here. First is a float, and memory allocated for float variables is 4 bytes, and the most precise float is the most precise data type, I mean float pointing, yes, is a double, and we have 8 bytes for doubles, and only two left. First is a char, and for char we allocate, don't remember, 2 bytes maybe. And also the last one is a Boolean data type. It's a logical data type, and most commonly, actually it depends of JVM, most commonly only one bit is allocated for Boolean type because it's quite logical. It's logic type, and it only can be true or false, so 0 or 1. And 5, explain how we can use and what's the goal of existing of int data type. Actually, I can say that int is a most popular integer data type, and we use it quite regularly. We use it as to store indexes of arrays and other data structures. We use it as iterator, to store iterator, and to store increment quite often. We use it in counters everywhere we can use. I think these are most common usage of int variable. And next, list default values of primitive data types with examples. Okay, let's start from integer block. Again, all the integer primitive data types, I mean bit, byte, bit, byte, short, int, and long, all have 0 as an as a default value, but be aware to add capital L to long. And for floating group, I mean float and double, we have a 0.0 default value, and at the end we are adding F for float and D for double. And for Boolean, we use false as a default value, and for char we use \u, and for zeros in single quotes symbol. And the next one, what is the difference between float and double? Actually, float and double, we use this type for precise calculations like science, money, and so on. And the difference is in memory allocated and in a precision itself. So float, if we need precise calculations, but we actually we don't need a very high precision and we don't want to use a lot of memory, it's better to use float. But in case when precision of calculation is crucial, our choice will definitely be double. And if we are not limited in memory, because double requires 8 bytes. The next question, why we can store each data type in a computer memory. Actually, we can convert each data type, even not only primitive, but any, I mean, even video or photo, we can convert it into numbers. And each number can be converted into binary number system. And actually, our computer is created to store binary data, so we can store any data type in a memory. Next question, how we can use Boolean data type in Java programs. Actually, I can mention two main usage of Boolean data type. First, it's quite common to use Boolean variables in condition structures like if or while to check if some condition is true or false. And also another common way of using Boolean is a flag variables. And the last one, how to calculate a maximum value range of primitive data type if we know its size in bytes. Okay, let me show it with example. I'm going to write it down because it's easier. Let's use int as an example. Or maybe not int, let's use a byte maybe for short as an example. So for short, the size of short data type is 2 bytes. And but because we speak of binary number system, we need to know size in bits. Each byte consists of 8 bits, so we need to multiply 2 to 8, and we have 16 here, right? Right. And so first, actually, if the full range, I mean amount of numbers, will be 2 in power of 16, but because in short, we can have both positive and negative numbers as well, we need to subtract one byte from our power and allocate it to sign. So we need to use 1 byte to set a sign plus or minus. So we have 2 in the power of 15 as a result. And this is the amount of number. But again, if we want to set a range, we to set a range, we need to subtract 1 from the result, because we need also to set a 0 value. Let me calculate it quickly. Minute. Minute. I'll ask my lovely chat. So let's ask 2 in power of 15. Okay, 2 in power of 15 is 32 thousand, and then 768. And so we have a range from 2 in power of 15, I mean in on a negative scale, and then we add 0, and on positive scale we have 2 in a power of 15 and minus 1. And that's all.